in the bone with the chong and the cheese. And we chief every day, Mary Jane when I breathe. Smokey, got the pass, smell strong in the street. Wax is on, it's never off. He got to drop that 420. Smokey's back, he got the facts. So roll it fat and take a toe. Go, 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 go.
This is insane.
Go, 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 yeah. It's a go, yeah, we blow tree, man. Yes, sirree, we got that smoke. Our sports extreme, like yes, indeed, man. It's the Smokey Seasons Show.
All right, what up, everybody? It's Smokey D here with the Smokey Seasons Show. Got a very special guest here tonight.
Hey.
What up, brother?
What's going on, man? How are you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are?
My name is Filth Collins, DJ Filth Collins. DJ, meme connoisseur, and music extraordinaire.
Music extraordinaire. So, tell. Let's see. So, for the people that don't know you, where you've performed here in Denver for a little bit, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have been in Denver for about 3 years. Came here and I think after about 3 months, I DJ'd at Beta right before it closed.
Oh yeah,
Beta.
Beta.
Beta was a cool spot, man. You know, despite whatever.
There was a lot
happened.
that went down in Beta.
Yeah, but just the location itself was just a
Oh yeah, the
solid
location
venue.
is clutch.
Solid venue. Just the energy of it. Just we'll leave it at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You played at Purple too, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I was a resident at Purple for 4 or 5 months. It was a great gig. Lots of good times. Big fucking club. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really. It's really
just
big.
for like the location it is inside of Denver, but
Doesn't look like it'll be that big from looking at it on the outside.
no. Because when you first walk in, it's real narrow, but you get on that other side, and it's just a lot there. There was a lot there, but at any rate, good club too. That one unfortunately closed down almost right after I left. So
Yeah, I mean, COVID had some marks it left in this town. That's for sure.
you know what's funny about COVID is I really thrived in that environment because I may or may not have had a club for about 8 months during COVID.
Nice.
Yeah, I
May or may not. Yeah.
I may or may not have opened someone who isn't me opened up a club in the middle of COVID, and it was pretty successful. It was called the Coco Cabana. It was right
Here in
inside-
Denver?
It was in Lakewood,
In Lakewood, all right.
Yeah.
Coco Cabana.
Florida, and God, I can't remember. But anyways, it was a pretty sweet spot,
Nice.
and that was kind of like my claim to fame here in Denver.
Hell yeah. Did you allow us smoking in there?
Dude, it was a hookah lounge that I
guess that's a
sublet.
yes.
And it had two huge, it was like a warehouse, massive warehouse, broken into 2 rooms. And yeah, we'd throw EDM shows. It eventually turned into a hip hop club, which is kind of how, again.
I feel like that's how everything, I mean, the music world here. I mean, EDM, there's a big following, but the people that are really going out to everything, it's hip hop, R&B. You know, it's just that packs the house every time. Every single time.
Can't really blame it either, because that's really where the heart of music is coming from. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because obviously there was like that little bit of techno back in the day. I got the power type
Oh, yeah.
situation,
I
but
mean-
like hip hop is where the heart and soul of this and past few generations is really.
Oh, big time. I mean, I remember when, it's just changed because it's not as mainstream as it used to be. Like, so in the 90s, we had straight R&B stations, and hip hop radio stations.
jams.
Yes. Anytime after 7 o'clock on like any of the rap stations during the day.
Yeah.
And I would say rap stations, but they would be like, like a calm rap.
Yeah,
Some
I know
Will
exactly
Smith
what you
or
mean.
something, like there's no cussing on the radio back
To all
then.
the ladies in the place.
And now it's like, good Lord, you can say anything you want on the radio.
Oh yeah, I definitely could see where music has shifted as far as content, because there's always been violence, because music obviously comes from a place where there's just naturally violence occurring, so people are talking about what's happening around them. So that, and then drugs and stuff like that. But now it just seems forced. You know what I mean? Because I come from a time where that shit was actually happening.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
Back in the 80s and 90s, the gang violence was out of control for a while. I mean, it's still out of control in some places. It's just You know, and that's what everybody was rapping about, was
And they
having
were,
to go in
yeah,
jail.
or what's happening around him nowadays. I wonder if it's just shock value. You know what I mean? Which is fine. I'm all for the concept of shock value, but
I mean, some people that's still their lives, but for most, you know, it's not the thing to do anymore. You know,
yeah.
let's get shot and go to jail.
But beyond that, it sells. Really, is what it all comes down to.
Yeah,
if
it
you're
does.
talking about just music, it
Rap
sells
sells
every time. Rap, whatever it's about, if done right, sells.
as long as it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's just got to make sense. You know,
Yeah.
like it's got. There's too many people out there that even like, I'll have people send me demos and stuff and listen to their music and they
Right.
want to like come on the show and stuff, and I'll be like, yo, you got some talent, but you gotta, you know, put some shit together that
Yeah.
makes sense, because your lines don't, the words don't. You're just trying to go so fast it doesn't make any, you know, like, and people break that down, like people that you wouldn't expect to. Or like, dude, that song doesn't even, you know, the words, there's no words. None of the words are real words. Nothing makes sense. You know, sounds, if you're going to make sounds, just make sounds.
Agreed. If you're gonna make music, make good music. You know what I mean?
That's a big part of it.
Don't just make it to make it, or make it because that's how it sounds when you hear it. Just like,
There's a lot of
focus,
good
really
artists in
tune in on the
Denver, though.
music. I'd say. If
There's
I was
hella good artists here in town.
there is a lot of good artists out here. Shout out. What's the name of that? The Wolf Wednesdays. You know what I mean? I don't know what club does that, but they're really
Wolf
putting.
Wednesdays, I don't know.
Yeah,
what
they're
that is.
putting on like a lot for artists, and then on Thursdays there's the River Bar, Bodega, and they're doing a lot for upcoming artists there as well.
Yes,
It's a really good spot for up and coming talent. Really supportive, good energy, good drinks.
Yeah, we're hopefully going to be working with River here soon and changing up the inside a little bit, making it look good and cleaning it up and making it the spot to be here in Denver.
I love that place.
It's pretty cool. I mean, like if you open it up and make all that area in the back more open and everything like that, there's some good possibilities. That place could be the best place to be in Denver.
Yeah, I think they could probably go farther back too. What's right behind it? Isn't it just dirt?
Yeah, well, it's where they're like storing their construction stuff right now. So they said that
it's not even.
yeah, no, they said they could probably. Well, someone told me I was supposed to meet with them tonight.
I
So
mean, they could spare like
we'll see.
50 feet for, a
50
patio.
feet. Let's do like the whole block.
Let's
take
just like
that
a whole
block and just
whole block in
Put
Denver
a
for
tent
the
up
river.
or some shit, you know. Put like one of those big wedding tents. Boom, you can fit 300 people.
Rhino
in
would be the
that
place
shit.
for it too, man. Because I haven't been here long enough to know for sure, but I heard that Rhino used to be kind of I don't know what's the right word.
Ghetto.
Underdeveloped.
It was ghetto. Dude. It was ghetto as fuck. There was nothing
Right.
down there. And, like everything was like gangster down there, and you know, it's that gentrification shit. They're literally moving 5 Points, and everybody's being pushed out, and now it's the place to be. Like that's literally the spot to be is down in 5 Points. Everybody wants to be there. Everybody wants their business there. Everybody wants their venue there. Everybody wants, you know, to be down at 5 Points, and that's cool. But now it's gonna be pricey as fuck.
That's true, and it is getting pricier. Isn't Rhino considered like the art
District? Yeah,
No, yeah, it is.
kind of. I think it's like edge of the art district.
Okay, I didn't think
Soho
it
or some
was.
shit.
There's not a lot there, but
Yeah, I don't know.
what culture was there before it started to get better? Like, was there any culture there?
I mean, I don't really remember. It was.
I'm not from.
I've been
so
here
I have
like.
no idea.
I've only been here. God damn, I've been here almost 20 years. I've been here a long time.
When did they start making that place better?
I'd say about
If you had to guess.
10, 15 years ago. They started
Okay,
really
wow.
like starting to sell out the lots and like move things around. And
Mm-hmm.
I used to teach at a charter school down there, and it was just like, I mean, we would take the kids for like the trash walk, you know, where you clean up around the neighborhood. Man, there was like bullet shells and there was needles everywhere,
hell.
and like, yeah.
I mean, what a great lesson, but Jesus.
I mean, there was a minivan that pulled up on me and my boy that were teaching, and we went to like go smoke.
Oh my God.
And like we were just walking the neighborhood, and he like pulled up and he like opened the sliding door, and it was cops.
Jesus.
And the cops were like,
That's
"Dude, what are you
terrible.
guys doing down here? What? What are you talking about? Oh, you guys are white. You shouldn't be down here just walking around." I'm like, what are you talking about, fool? Like, we teach right there. And we're both in like uniform because we were in AmeriCorps, which is like a domestic Peace Corps.
How long ago was this?
This was like 18 years ago.
Oh my God.
And they fucking straight up were like, well, you guys need to get out of here. I mean, every time we walk the block, people say hi to us. Like, we teach their children, bro. Like, back the fuck up. And they said they don't even drive marked cars down there. That was kind of like a little wake up for us because neither of us were from here. You know, we were just walking around by work and like it was fucking, I guess, ghetto as hell down there. But we teach their kids. What are they gonna do? You want to teach your own kids? You know, come and fucking kill my ass then.
Yeah.
But they had the best burger spot I've ever been to in my life, right on the corner down there by Wyatt in Charter School. I don't know if it's still there. It's some old dude's house, and he like had all these celebrity pictures on the wall.
Is it still there?
And I have no idea. The best burgers I've ever had. That shit was amazing, and they were huge. They were just like boom, and cheap, like $5.
Speaking of food, I always have a hard time finding like decent, like a go-to spot in Denver. Maybe I'm just like not.
There's a lot of good food in Denver. You just gotta find it.
I just don't go much for the those fancy, I don't know, what do you call them, like the fancy take on normal shit, like the gourmet burgers and gourmet tacos and shit.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a lot of that in Denver. I don't know.
My next favorite burger place is damn, that girl was fine. I mean, so I got distracted there. My like favorite burger place is Hop Daddy. It's like right down the street from here. It's kind of pricey, but it's really good. They love Turp too. They give them like free burgers and bacon when we go there. I know you're not supposed to give dogs bacon, but whatever. He's looking at me like, "Don't say that, Dad." He's just kicking it. But yeah, what's your next gig? You got a gig tomorrow?
Oh yeah, sorry. Good weed, man.
Yeah, we're getting high. Shout out to High Grade.
I have a gig tomorrow. So I've been a resident pretty much ongoing since last year. Obviously at Purple, there's a bar in Rhino. That's where all of my residencies currently are. I am working at Partners in Crime on Fridays.
Okay.
I work there from about 8 to
Partners in Crime. Where's that at?
It's on Little Litimer is what they call it.
Okay.
So, down the street from River Bar.
Oh, okay. Number 38's right down there.
Yeah, I think it's right around that same area. But I do that on Fridays, and I do like a kind of a faded. So I start from the older music times, and then go into like today's music kind of thing. I mean, you always go with the flow, and then Sundays at River doing slow jam Sundays. So that's what I've been doing.
Slow jam Sundays.
Yeah.
Telling y'all, we're gonna be taking it over down there at River. We're gonna be putting together cool shows, so y'all better pay attention. And it's not infested with roaches, y'all.
No, it's actually.
I don't understand who put that dumbass rumor out there, but it's not infested with roaches. Just so you know. We were there all night the other night with the cameras and bright lights. The roaches would have scattered. We would have seen them.
No, there's no bugs there.
There's
not even a lot of bugs in Colorado from what I've seen. I mean,
there's some nasty ass. It's a city, you know. Shit gets nasty downtown sometimes, but it's definitely not there. I mean,
no, I haven't seen a bug.
I mean, they just opened a kitchen.
Anywhere.
So how would the food department come through if they and approve their kitchen if there was roaches?
And they just went through the whole process. But I've never even seen so much as like a fly, really, to be honest.
I'm telling you, we were there all night the other night. I didn't see anything.
But that's honestly crazy. Not really at any of the places that I've seen, because I also do. I had a residency at the Zeppelin Station, also in Rhino.
Zeppelin.
Yeah, Zeppelin Station. Shout out Zeppelin Station. That place is really.
I don't think I've been there either. When have all these places open?
Really good bar. That place has been open for about, God, I want to say like 4 years. It was there before I got here. But I've been working there since 2020.
I mean, I took like till last 420 was when I got back into things. After like COVID, dying.
Oh no! Wait, what happened?
Yeah, like I had major surgery and shit. And, like I was in COVID, and I didn't catch COVID, but I if I caught it, I could have died. So I had to like pretty much hunker down and stay.
Yeah.
I had like an IV that PICC line that was in all the way to my heart at my house for like months and months and months. That shit sucked. My lower intestine exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. So I didn't do shit. And then after it, you know, like I didn't feel like doing shit because I was like, sitting around doing nothing for so long.
Yeah, I can totally see the, because your body just kind of acclimates naturally to the lifestyle that you live,
Yeah.
good or bad. So when you're just sitting around doing nothing, but you had to. Post care is really important when it comes to like getting
Definitely
injured.
sucks.
And something I've learned in entertainment, just kind of being around just about everything that can hurt you. You gotta take time to recover always. Recovery is just like such a major part of
Scumdog, you listening, bro?
Yeah.
They always end up getting hurt and just going right back out and doing something stupid.
Yeah, recovery is really important.
But he's killing it.
I mean, some people can handle it. You know.
I know, it's crazy.
Eventually, you're gonna run out of steam.
I'm getting too old. I'm a fall nowadays. Like, I'm down. Fall back in the day, I could get back up and do things again. But damn, I've noticed that because we're gonna do a bunch of kite surfing and stuff this summer. We want to do all sorts of crazy stunt things here in July.
Yeah.
But
Live life up.
you know, I'm worried about a little fall. A fall is gonna really hurt my ass.
That's why I don't do that. That's why I don't snowboard. I don't do anything.
Nothing?
Really
No sports?
No, I used to be I used to play football. I used to be a really good skater.
Oh, we're totally gonna get you out there on a kite.
Hell no, man. Look, I know that I will.
It's water.
I will fuck up, man.
It's water. There's a safety release.
I used to surf up in California, and I used to surf, and that shit will toss you the fuck up. You get caught in like even the smallest face, 5 foot face, that shit will rip you.
We've traveled the world surfing. For many years.
I love it, Where this guy's from, behind the camera. He's from South of North Carolina. That's where he was not from, but
North Kakalaki.
And that's some of the best waves, honestly, in the States.
I mean, I used to love going down to Nags Head and Duck and
East
fucking
Coast.
surfing, but yeah, I'm from Virginia. But
So you already know, East Coast waves are different.
But we had ECSC back home, so like when I was a kid, we used to surf that tournament all the time. Then fucking started traveling all over the world surfing. That's where Hawaii is where my big injury was. That shit fucking hurt like hell. My bone popped out my arm and shit. Why, man?
They have a pretty responsive healthcare there. Every time I've gone there,
I mean, they're good.
Seen somebody get injured or get sick, they're on it out there.
They definitely know what they're doing. I mean, I have a lot of friends
something about Hawaii. You know, believe me, there's crime and there's badness everywhere, but something about being in Hawaii, you just feel a little bit better. A lot.
We love Hawaii here. You know, we have a lot of friends down there. We got to interview another rapper from down there. I keep forgetting to reschedule it, Mock. Sorry, bro. But he's down there, and I think we just talked to Scummy. I think he's down there again. Jimmy O'Brien, all those guys. You know, we love going to Hawaii. We're planning on going then this summer, but I really want to push it till wintertime. I want the big waves. So if I'm going, I want to ride.
You're going there to ride. Nice. I respect anybody who's still out there doing sports. Believe me, I get my exercise in, but not anything that's going to break me.
I mean, you gotta take a little risk, right? Like, I mean, I'm old as hell now, and just almost died, and I still want to go do something. Maybe it's just an itch, you know, that like, I don't know, that because I definitely the fact that I'm feeling older, I feel like I want to go out and do something crazy, but the back of my mind is like, fucking sit down, bro. Don't get up.
No, I encourage you to go out and do some dangerous shit.
I mean, we're definitely
have fun, but have fun. You know what I mean? While you're doing it, have an insane amount of fun, because otherwise, there's no point.
Yeah, definitely going skydiving. We got that skydive giveaway, so you know, y'all better get on that fucking shit.
There's really
got a raffle too, so make sure you check out the raffle.
Really, nothing like it I've heard skydiving. I've never done it personally, but from everybody who's talked to me about it.
How have you never done it?
No, it's just the opportunities just never came up. I've always really wanted to.
We'll go this summer.
I hear it's a really uncomparable experience.
It's amazing. It's a lot of fun. We'll go this summer. We usually go a bunch of times. We're giving away a trip, so somebody's gonna come with us. Someone will win a trip, and it's gonna be incredible. We got like at least 6 or 7 like pro divers coming with us, and they're gonna do some like crazy stunt things and have some smoke and like, you know, I think somebody's gonna bring some wingsuits. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of crazy video we'll come up with. But yeah, it always depends on the weather too. They're only here for a certain time, and so we're trying to catch everybody while they're here before they start travel. I think Brazil is where they're going next. I don't know.
It's beautiful down there.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, I've been. And you get a lot of shots for bugs.
You have to get a lot of. anytime you travel, yeah, you should be getting some kind of like pre-travel care. Even Hawaii, personally, every time I've been, I always make sure that I like go in and make sure I get all my
There's
stuff
no
checked
snakes
out.
in Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense though, unless you import them and they breed.
No,
There's no way
that's
for
the
them
whole
to be
thing.
there.
Like they found some on like a shipment boat thing, like on a pallet, and like it was on the news and everything. Like it's a big deal if a snake comes over there, because there's a lot of animals that like thrive in Hawaii that would not, like if a snake was there, they'd be an endangered species.
Oh yeah, lots
You
of
know?
bugs, lots of birds.
Fucking crazy. Yeah, it's a big time bird place.
Yeah.
Big time. They got all sorts of colorful shit.
Shout
I miss the beach.
out Hawaii. That's a really cool place.
I miss the beach bad. I'm ready to
Same.
go back.
Same. But the beach that I come from in LA is certainly its own its own brand of beach.
What beach? Where are you from?
I'm from the heart of LA.
Okay.
Yeah, very heart of LA. So I was one bus ride away from the beach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we love going to fucking down LA. It's just hot and
Hot.
lots of people.
There's things to be said about LA too.
It was different when I was younger.
definitely a place with a culture that that'll never die.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing though. Like, everybody needs to keep. Everything's changing so much, and I don't know if all of it's for good.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's things changing. Like they're not teaching our kids about some of the history things because of like race wars and
Yeah.
this, that, and the other. And I get like some of it, yes, but like that is history. That is what happened, and we need to teach it now, because they need to know right from wrong. Not that they need to know that these bad things happen.
Yeah.
It's that they need to know that this is not what is okay to happen, and this is how it needs to change.
Right.
Because
I
if we
hear
just keep doing what we're doing, everything's gonna keep doing what it does.
Yeah, exactly. I think that they need to. If I was going to give my opinion on education, I think that they just need to spend more time, really dialing in on the fundamentals, because I feel like that's like a part of, the generations that I'm seeing growing up, like at least through social media, which is probably not the best outlet, but the fundamentals are missing.
Fair, it's definitely not
You
the
know what I
best
mean?
outlet.
Just to make a determination on society, social media is not society, even though it is a pretty prevalent thing in society. I mean, look at what
it's
we're doing
huge.
right now.
It's
you know
huge,
what I mean?
but it's a love-hate relationship.
Teach the fundamentals. If we're talking about education, then it's get the fundamentals taught and really dial in on those.
How to read, write,
wipe
your ass.
How people work, right? How societies function as a generally speaking, right?
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
teach bad societies.
How to communicate.
Poor
man.
examples of societies.
People don't know how to
what I mean?
communicate anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everything's through text message, and then we had this conversation last night because there's the start of the whole dating in 2023, and this shit's hilarious. Yeah. Are you single?
Now,
no. You have a girlfriend, don't
Yeah,
you? Yeah.
yeah.
See, like online dating. I mean, I was in a long ass relationship, and then fucking come back to online dating. This shit's crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
There's definitely a lot of validation to be found, speaking of social media and dating. So when there's people just constantly doing the wrong thing and they find something online that validates that wrong thing, it's a cycle of just the wrong fucking thing over and over. And that's for both parties, for men and women. So when men are doing the wrong thing and they find validation for it, they're stuck in this mindset because they're just looking at their phones all day. So there's not a lot of communication because they're just getting that validation.
Well, I
in
mean,
their
we used to have to
conversation with their
call
phones.
from a phone
my
that was
opinion.
drilled into the wall.
Yeah.
And you call and you set up a time to go meet this chick.
Yeah.
And you go take them somewhere, take them to a
Chat.
movie, take them to dinner, take them to.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's the
exactly.
back of the van to go smash at the beach.
Oh, I'm good, man. Thank you.
You know,
I appreciate
like,
it. Super
but
high.
you're going
Super
somewhere.
high.
You're getting out, you're talking, you're face to face.
Yeah.
I literally see these people. Okay, that
forced to
catfish show.
communicate. What?
The catfish show is still one of the only things that's played on MTV constantly.
Is that still a real show?
Oh my God, it still is, and people are still falling for shit.
God.
How is it possible to fall for that? I don't understand how. In this, good Lord, first off, if the person can't FaceTime you or can't call you, like they're not real.
No,
I'm
period.
talking within the first like 20 minutes of
I,
talking.
and I don't even want to do like personally. I don't even want to do all that. I'd rather just meet the person and be able to read their body language, find out if they're just
It's hard though.
a dork
People are
right from
fake
the
as
beginning.
fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, even in person.
They are. But at least, like you were saying, back in the day when it was just a phone conversation, there was not a lot of reference besides meeting the person. You know what I mean? And then if you thought something weird was, you'd tell your boys or she'd tell her girls. Nowadays, you go on social media and find validation for any of the fucking bullshit that's going on. Oh, can I, I don't know. Be promiscuous and shit? Yeah, go for it.
Well, I mean, sex is looked at differently than it was.
It was.
Completely. I mean, like, kids now
This is
are
true.
sexting each other at, like,
Yikes.
10 years old. You know, like,
Yikes.
that is definitely not a thing that happened back in the day. If you would have been caught, you would have been sent to, like, boarding school with, like, nuns that are beating your ass because you're Jewish.
Yeah.
You know, like, it'd be bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I got threatened that shit all the time for some dumb shit I was doing.
That's a whole nother. That's a whole other.
Was like, you're going to blah, blah, blah.
Stuff that happens in those private schools, but that's a whole nother thing.
So it's bad. Remember those camps that they would send kids to? They kidnapped them in like the middle of the night.
Yikes.
Yeah, dude. I remember fucking going to one of those, like, getting threatened about that shit.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna put you in a sand hole. What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Yeah, that's one thing I like about the evolution of communication. Now it's easier to report weird shit like that. More people are getting caught more often than they were.
Definitely, because people are speaking. Well, it's cell phones.
Yeah.
You can videotape anything you want with a cell phone. You can record verbally anything, like.
Some people have that instinct too. They just whip their phone right out. I should be like that, but I don't think that.
I still, like, we carry cameras with us. We do all sorts of stuff, and half the time, the funniest things of the night we end up not getting on camera because, like, we sit down for 5 seconds and something happens.
That's when it happens.
Like, motherfucker.
When it's most organic, yeah. I think that's why there's any value to good reality TV, because if you're catching something organic, there's like 80% bullshit, but the 20% organic shit, that's what people watch it for. You know what I mean? Everybody knows it's bullshit, but you watch it for that shit that really feels organic. I think that's the best part of entertainment these days. That's why Catfish because mental illness is so relatable on, like, whether it's affected you or you have it. So people like shit like Catfish and Dr.
I mean, it
Phil,
is fun to watch.
Dr. Phil. And
things that could happen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's possible to happen.
R.I.P. to Jerry Springer. You know what I mean? Like shit like that.
It
felt organic.
I thought he was like Bob Barker in Part Machine.
Yeah, I really didn't think that he was ever gonna go. It seemed like he was immortal.
Yeah, Bob Barker. He's right there.
Yeah, Bob Barker also immortal.
He'll be there forever. He just retired, right? He didn't die.
No, I think he's been gone for a while. I think
Bob Barker's not dead, right?
Yeah.
No way.
I swear to God, I think he's gone, man.
No, he's part robot. He's alive somewhere. I'm gonna have to Google it.
I hope. I hate to be if I had to be the one to break that to you, but.
Oh man, no. That's not good.
Yeah, I think his replacement isn't that great either. No offense to the guy that replaced him.
We're gonna get on the Google. All right, Bob Barker.
Yeah.
Bob Barker came up real fast, of course.
He's alive?
He is alive. I told you.
Okay.
He's 99 years old,
no
bro.
Fucking way.
He's 99 years old, and he is.
Who am I thinking of then?
He is completely
Regis.
robot, bro. Regis Philbin, yes.
My bad.
No, there's no way. He's
we
dead
got that
too.
On camera. My bad. Yeah, no, Regis is definitely dead. No.
No way. Regis and Kelly, right? Isn't that still a show on?
No.
Today?
Kelly's kicking. Kelly's kicking.
Like tiny. Hello, lady.
Wait,
we ain't talking shit though on here. She'll
Regis is gone, right? I got that one right.
Regis and no, let's check. Regis has got to be alive. Regis Philbin. Here we go. He's alive too.
What?
I told you he's part robot
Dude,
as well.
What the fuck? I've just condemned these people to death without.
I'm not crazy, dude. I'm not crazy.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just really stoned.
Apparently, so am I.
So Regis Philbin's alive, and
Shout out
fucking Bob
Regis.
Barker. Bob
Shout out
Barker is
Bob Barker.
almost 100 years old. That fool
What
is
show
gonna
is he
live
on?
forever. He
Price is
was
Right?
on The Price is Right. He retired.
Price
and now
is
it's like,
right.
what is it? Drew Carey, right?
Drew Carey is
Price is Right, right?
Price is Right. Yeah,
I think
he does a
did,
good job
I
too.
think he did pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah, I
he's
used to
alive.
watch.
He's definitely alive.
Whose Line Is It Anyways? I had to take. I was in performing arts growing up, so I had to watch that shit. Like the way that you watched
Line Is It? Oh, that was
Bill
the
Nye the
comedy.
Science Guy. I had to watch Whose Line Is It Anyways?
That was a comedy, right?
Yeah. We were totally not supposed to be watching that at like 11 years old, but I definitely was.
I vaguely remember Whose Line Is It Anyway.
I mean, like maybe that's a testament to what we were saying earlier about how things have changed. That was the worst shit I was doing. Because at 11 was watching Whose Line Is It Anyways? That was how bad.
That was a good one.
That was
But
bad.
they did get into what's his name? The guy
An
who does all the
American Pie.
voices. Who's that guy that does all the voices? Who's on that?
Which one?
The black dude that does
Does Wayne Brady have to
Wayne
choke
Brady.
a bitch?
Wayne Brady.
Was Wayne Brady have
And
to
then he
choke
has
a
that
bitch?
show during the day. Kind of like The Price is Right, but it's not The Price is Right.
I didn't know he has. Oh, he does the which box, like which
Yeah,
room. Pick
yeah. What is that
door
called?
1 or door 2. I don't fucking know, dude. I know that they have a lot of viral memes though from their meme page.
Yeah, I can't remember what the
Like
fuck
they'll
that
bring people
show's
from the
called.
audience and like make them say weird shit.
Yeah, do you have to wear costumes too?
Yeah. I think
Like,
that's
what kind of
probably
show?
the big
It's funny
draw.
because I feel like whenever they like make fun of like those game shows nowadays, they have people in their costumes from that show and then like mix another show with it.
It's good content, especially for the like the memes that come out of it like that, and then for daytime television too. I think those guys do like 30 million an episode viewers,
Holy
Yeah.
balls!
Yeah. probably more.
30 million.
I
We're
mean,
right up there
my
with
numbers
them,
have been
dude.
my numbers have been way off tonight, but I'm almost certain it's like 30
Yeah,
million
this is Bob
viewers.
Barker's dead. You heard it right here,
Bob
y'all.
Barker.
Bob Barker's dead. He
I'm
said
sorry,
it.
Bob. I'm sorry,
said
Bob.
We're all gonna die.
I'm sorry, Bob.
He's 155.
Let's
Let's
make
make
a
a
deal.
deal. There, that's what it is. The man behind the camera over there tonight. Man, this high grade has got me kicking, dude. This shit. Woo, shout out
Okay.
the high grade.
So like even a smaller show like that does 3 million viewers an episode.
3 million. Oh, we're beating that right now. 3 million.
I mean,
Let's go.
you're talking about a show that's been on for longer than my grandparents have been around. You know what I mean?
Let's make a deal.
No, has
I
it been-
mean,
not,
whose line is it anyway?
something like that. No, what's the other one we're talking
You
about?
said
Price is
Grab-
Right.
Price is Right. Okay,
That's been
yeah,
on for
yeah.
a long fucking time.
I think
right?
that's been around since I was a little.
When did that come out?
Used to have grandparents. I hope it's not like come out like when I was like 10. Feel old. I think it probably came out. Let's take a guess. Y'all can chime in now. On the show.
72. So that was the year my biological father was born.
72.
Yeah, 1972. It's 51 years.
I was not alive
Holy
yet.
smokes! Yeah. Wow.
Thank God.
Not as old as I thought it was. Is there a game show that's run older than that? I don't know. I nor does it even really matters. but-
There was what was that? Damn, there was a bunch of old school game shows on back in the day. I can't remember the name of any of them. I'm blanking.
Off top, I could think.
I'm high.
Top 5 game shows is definitely Jeopardy.
Jeopardy's been around for a
Who
long
Wants
time.
to Be a Millionaire? Do you remember that show, The Weakest Link? The Weakest Link. I fucked
Yeah,
with that show.
that
heavy, bro. I really liked that show.
That was a funny one. I used to love it when he would say that. You are the weakest link.
And then,
Goodbye.
what's that?
But that's still like the 90s. Right? Password.
Never heard of that one.
I don't remember Password. Who remembers Password? Hit me up. I don't know what Password is.
Who remembers Password? I've never heard of that. I'm not much of a game show guy, to be honest. I really watched whatever was on that lineup.
That sounds like a safe
The
word game.
Judge Judy lineup, whatever was in the Judge Judy lineup of daytime programming,
That was
that's
The
what I was
Price is
watching.
Right, and then there was Maury, and there was
Maury Povich.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
There
There was a lot of Maury and a lot of Jerry Springer. Family Feud's been around for a while. That's right.
I think that.
What's
Steve
that one
Harvey
that used to
took
be
that
on
show.
like Nickelodeon all
Made
the
it better.
time? That like they put Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
That's been around. And then they have that one. God damn.
I
what
never
is that
won
called?
in my imaginary game of Wheel of Fortune. Never once. You know, I never get to watch the episodes where it was easy.
I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Bob Barker.
That's Bob
I told
Barker.
you he's still alive.
I can't believe that.
He's
fucking
half
guy.
robot, bro.
That's insane.
He's half robot. He's gonna live forever. He's gonna be like outlive all of us.
Shout out Bob Barker.
Yeah, man. I want what you're on, bro. Keep it going, Bobby.
I wonder what that guy's routine was.
Cocaine in the morning,
Cocaine.
high grade in the noon,
Do enough
and then more
drugs
cocaine in the
to
evening.
sedate half of Manhattan for 3 months.
Woo-wee, man. That high grade.
Yeah, that shit got me. I
Woo-wee.
smoked pure
That's
sativa.
always-
I don't know what you were smoking on.
Oh, I'm sipping on.
Oh, is it that
This is
weed
the second
lean?
bottle. This is
The
it.
weed
We
lean?
drank a bottle yesterday, and I all right. So this is what happened. I kind of did a video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I started it live on the show last night, and it took me about an hour to drink the whole bottle. And maybe about 2.5 hours later, I'd like made a whole shitload of food
Mm-hmm.
and then had the munchies and was like just camping out over there. I was
Yeah.
so high. And then I went to bed and got nothing done last night. And then went to bed, get up at like 2:00. Like, what the fuck? I've never slept that late in my life. Even when I had mono, I didn't sleep till fucking 2.
Yeah.
And that shit was
Not
out of
an easy
control.
thing to do for me.
And I woke up and I was just like,
Oh, from that.
what happened? Yeah. Yep. Straight from this. And then I fucking woke up with so much energy and then did nothing and then like didn't feel good for a second and then like lay back down and I was out again. I'm like, fuck. And then got up and I was like, all right, I gotta get up, and I'll drink more later. This shit is fire, dude. Like, it's so strong.
I think if it's anything like real lean, the reason I quit the real lean is because I did a tab of acid one time. I had my own show kind of like this, but it was just me. And I did, just for viewers, I did a tab of acid and I couldn't fucking sleep and I didn't know what to do. So I drank some lean and I was like, it was like sleep paralysis.
That's
It
not
was
a good
fucked. My body
mix.
was asleep. Your brain can't sleep on acid. It's literally
Nope.
impossible.
I mean, they say with good mushrooms, good acid, any psychedelic that's strong, you're not sleeping.
You're not sleeping. And it's
You can
fucked up.
try. You can
Because
really
your
try.
body will eventually be
I mean, your body can
exhausted.
rest.
Yeah.
So like you can lay there and you can close your eyes, but your brain is not going anywhere. Your brain
Yeah.
is seeing things with your eyes closed,
Yeah.
like the most vivid dreams you're ever having. You know, and
It was
you're not
beautiful.
sleeping. Yeah,
It was beautiful. When you close your eyes and you get into the kaleidoscopes, it really is beautiful.
Just don't get lost.
And like the words that you hear, you're like, I didn't even know I knew these words.
And my favorite thing is to sit out in the woods and like watch if you ever watched it with like city or any lights in the background from the trees, makes the trees like look
Mhm.
like they're dancing with the wind. They just like boogie woogie woogie woogie.
Yeah.
They're like getting down, bro.
Yeah. I did acid one more time after that, and I was outside for that, and it was beautiful.
I'm
That
always
was awful.
outside.
That one night that I did that, I put on Black Panther because it just come out at the time, and I thought that would be a great idea. Terrible
What is
idea.
wrong with you?
Terrible
Don't put that
idea.
on.
Terrible.
There's
idea.
so many better
There's so
things
many,
to put on.
so much better things I could have put on. Yeah, I ended up putting on like some Pink Floyd and just
There we go. That's
getting
a
into
little
like
better.
that fake sleep.
That's still gonna take you into
Yeah.
the trance world. You want to go to Happy Land? Like put on some fucking Keller Williams or some string cheese.
Yeah, that could still put you in a weird place. But I ended up getting really like lost in the real reverby on their tracks. I just got lost in the reverb. That's all I can explain it.
I was just stuck in a fish hole. Hell yeah,
And I kept hearing like drippy noises.
dude! I was tripping so hard once. It was snowing like a champ, dude, and we were at a cabin.
Oh,
And like I got stuck at the window. I was just staring out the window, and I swear I heard every fucking snowflake hit the ground. Everyone, it was so loud. It was.
For
I'm
sure.
like, whoa, babe, come look at this shit. This snow is like heavy as fuck.
Where was the cabin at?
Somewhere up in the mountains here. I don't remember. Somewhere past Fort Collins. This is like when I first moved here like 18 years ago.
Yeah, that was the first thing. That was the first time I've ever seen like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. I was 2 years ago in Winter Park, in the middle of a snowstorm. It was one of the first times I've driven in snow, to be honest.
That's fun.
And I was fucking terrified, dude. Literally just like shaking like a fucking maniac, driving up that hill. But when I got there, I was there to do a show, and a guy had just given me like a massive bag of like the powder of some shrooms, and it was just like a lot of it. And I took it like pre-workout, like I took 2 godly scoops, and it was the most high I've ever been in my entire life. But I walked outside, and the trees in the mountains went on for fucking ever, and they were purple. And that was finally when I realized what that shit, the purple mountain majesty, like in in like the USA songs. Yeah. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life, and that was on shrooms.
Star Spangled Banner, right?
Yeah, that's if you don't have any bad vibes at all. That was like the perfect trip right there. Is in the mountains in a cabin, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is it. People say they have bad trips. You have bad trips if you take it when you're already in a bad headspace. Yeah, I mean, you can the headspace can change if you're like kidnapped halfway through your trip or some shit. But like, usually you set your whole thing to where like, okay, today I'm gonna go do this and I'm gonna eat some mushrooms or eat some acid. Like, yeah, you don't just be like, okay, wake up, eat acid, and put yourself in a bad position because you're tripping. I'd be like, nope, I'm gonna not go that way.
I'm not going that way.
I'm going that way. There's like happy people over there. There's very angry people over there. I'm gonna stay away from there.
Yeah. People do it at festivals. Amazes me.
I love doing it at festivals.
Really?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, I get such a weird. I don't know.
Love it.
I don't know. Getting elbowed and just getting pushed in the crowd. Just for me, I don't know.
What festival are you going to?
I go to the EDM festivals, man.
Yeah, I don't go to those.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't do the crowds anymore.
I did the last EDM festival. I mean, the biggest one I've done was Tomorrowland. I went to Belgium back in the day.
It's a good one.
That was intense, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that was the funnest thing I've ever been to.
And you did acid?
I did a lot of things. Things
we're not going to talk about. But I mean, if acid, I feel like is grandfathered into the drugs. And at this point, now you could say acid.
Yeah, but half the time it was drugs. I mean, this shit was from other people in other countries. Like, I don't know what the fuck it was, and I couldn't understand their language. But the shit made me fucking.
I question it less than the shit I questioned than if anybody handed it to me locally, though. I question foreign shit back in the day less than I would.
I'd question shit now.
Local shit.
I question shit now. I did not back in the day. Back in the day, it's all love. Like they even said like, there's a thing on the YouTube, that even the DJs were like, there's like 170 something countries here, and not one fight. Like there's even countries that are at war, and they're there like holding hands and singing and crying and like, no, fucking Tomorrowland.
Oh, Tomorrowland. Oh, yeah, Tomorrowland. It's also expensive, so you get a different tier of people.
It was expensive.
So I mean,
I was on an 8-year waiting list.
There's a thing I learned in showbiz. I heard maybe about 9 years ago, 8-9 years ago. They said if you go to a $10 show, you're gonna get $10 people. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I mean.
As a general rule of thumb, if you're looking for a local show and you're traveling a lot, you go the more it costs typically speaking, the more production value.
But I mean, a lot of people are also like more into saving
the underground
money now.
scene. Yeah, I get it. I'm not opposed to going to, but I personally, if you go into somewhere like Tomorrowland, that rule applies heavily because it's going to be a lot
the flight
of money to get there. Same thing with like EDC, even though
I saved up for a long time for that one.
People who can save money typically also are a little bit more cognizant of like things going on around them. They're not going to have like this bad vibe. So I like, if I was going to do a drug, I'd do it at EDC, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays, if I do shit, it's usually at home, or I'm at the beach.
Well, your home is pretty vibey. Like you've made it yours. I like it.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
You can definitely get lost in the woods in here, It's good times. But yeah, what time is it? Oh yeah, all right, cool. What let's we're gonna end it out here soon. I'm so lost because I just like the high grades like super kicking in. It's been right around 45 minutes, like. So for the commercial, it kicks in about 45 minutes, like heavily. just for everybody's knowledge, on the warning label, it should say 20 to 45, depending on how fat you are.
For me, I'm trying to watch those LBs, man.
I know, that's why I'm drinking high grade and then getting the munchies and eating all night long.
Yeah, I got it. I'm a snack master, dude.
I like to cook. I'll cook shit.
Hell yeah, dude. I just discovered the air fryer. I know I'm pretty late to that, but God, that's pretty
Fuck yeah, air fryers are dope.
good. Chicken breast
You
and,
can air
and
fry
sauce.
anything.
I'm a big
Cucumber
sauce guy.
pieces, dude.
Huh?
Air fry some cucumbers.
Not a cucumber guy, but you know what's
Fire.
swap that out with some zucchini,
Deep fried
a
pickles.
little bit of lemon pepper. Nah, it's not bad. Huh? Or lemon
That's
and pepper.
zucchini's good too.
Zucchini is pretty good. I'm a
Hell
big fan.
yeah. Well, why don't you tell everybody one more time where they can find you on
Yes,
the
sir.
social medias?
Yes, sir. All right. Find me on Instagram at DaddyFilth. I am playing every Friday at Partners in Crime in Rhino, off Larimer, and off Chestnut at River Bar on Sundays for Slow Jam Sundays. See you guys.
River Bar. Yeah. So y'all come out and check out River Bar.
Yep.
Come say hi. Tell them Smokey sent you. And things just died back there, But yeah, thank you for all our sponsors.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for everybody for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
You, brother.
I appreciate you, man.
Good times as always. The high grades
Good
kicking in,
shit.
sponsors.
Much
Thank you
success.
for the high grade.
Much success.
And we love all of you, and keep listening. And remember, always stay lit, y'all.
Good show, man. I think maybe I'll smoke a little less if I do another interview anywhere.